Okie dokie. Alright, guys, welcome back to the stream. All right. Welcome back into the stream, guys. We are here. We are just now starting to get our big wind event ramped up here across northern portions of Iowa. We have our first big time significant severe thunderstorm warning here for Sioux Center, Orange City, Sheldon, Sibley, and Lamar's and Cherokee. This is an 80-mile-an-hour ESA warning, or not ESA, EDS warning, I should say. An EDS warning is what's called an extremely dangerous severe thunderstorm warning. These are issued whenever we've got highly populations in areas for significant wind gusts. So this is once again a EDS severe thunderstorm warning here for the Orange City area up here towards Sioux Center. Basically, it says this is an extremely dangerous situation with tornado-like wind speeds expected. Mobile homes and high-profile vehicles are especially suitable for winds of this magnitude and may be overturned. So this is going to be for northern Iowa is where this wind event is ramping up here, and that tornado warning that was in place is going to expire. So if you are on Highway 60 here, Sheldon, Sibley, Orange City, Sioux Center, this is our first EDS severe thunderstorm warning of the night. So we're not really expecting a derecho anymore, guys. That's pretty much off the table, but a strong severe MCS with 80 to 100 mile an hour winds is still possible tonight. So we've got another severe thunderstorm warning just outside of the Minneapolis area here for 60-mile-per-hour winds. This is a strong line of storms, so I'm actually a little bit shocked that this is not warned for a little bit higher. We've got storms coming in on one side of Minneapolis and the other one's coming in on the south side of Minneapolis. So if you're in Minneapolis, you're about to get sideswiped from the northern side of the city to the southern side of the city. I don't know which option you prefer here, but either one is great. This does not look good. Right now, that severe thunderstorm warning is out still for another 31 minutes, but Minneapolis is about to get it. That's for sure. Yeah, Kentucky's going to be fine. We're good in Kentucky. Not too worried about it. Not too worried about it. All right, let me see if I can get some cameras going up here in Minneapolis. We can talk about what's going on here. It is definitely thundering and lightning in Minneapolis. That is for sure. Monticello, you guys are just about out of it. Actually, you guys, I believe, are, yeah, you guys are just about out of it in Monticello up there. No, I didn't get to see my Mamadas clouds, sadly, but the thunderstorm was beautiful. South Dakota, guys, is pretty much done for the night. So risk zones are updated. We are no longer expecting severe weather in South Dakota tonight. This is now over with. This risk zone is no longer valid. We are just expecting severe weather tonight in Iowa, western Wisconsin, southern and central Minnesota, and into northwestern Illinois. That is it. 4 states tonight. South Dakota and Nebraska are pretty much done for the evening. But we do have, and this is what I was expecting and kind of waiting to see happen, we have an extremely dangerous severe thunderstorm warning here. This is what's called an EDS. They issue this for high population areas here. An extremely dangerous severe thunderstorm warning capable of producing 80-mile-per-hour winds. And if we are going to get an MCS going, this is what I was talking about. This is what I did not want to see happen tonight. And this is destructive winds getting ready to rip through the state of Iowa. Iowa, I don't know what it is and why you guys have a bad taste for these type of events, but this is not good. This is in northern Iowa right now. We've got a wall of 80 to 100 mile an hour wind gust. Hopefully not reaching the surface, but this is what I was waiting to see happen all night tonight. This is kind of what we were waiting for. This is our main event. So most of Iowa, this is northwestern Iowa. Pretty much all of Iowa is in a risk zone. We're going to see this line of storms kind of go diagonally southwest here. So we've got a whole moderate and enhanced risk here. Des Moines is in the threat. Cedar Rapids, Waterloo. If you're in northern and central Iowa, you're going to want to pay attention here very quickly. Cedar Rapids, you are also going to be in that as well, that enhanced risk up here. But we've just got potentially even a tornado warning coming here for Sioux Center and Orange City. A little bit of rotation on this frontal storm. It doesn't look impressive, guys, on radar, but look at these winds. I mean, we're talking... I hope these are not reaching the surface. These are some wild numbers here. 120, 123 mile per hour winds. This is the exact same situation that we saw in North Dakota and in Minnesota back in June. So this is the Iowa event starting. So this is what I was worried about that was going to happen tonight. Cedar Rapids, you guys are fine now. That might change in about an hour or two. So Minnesota, we're watching you guys. We got that one severe thunderstorm warning just outside Minneapolis for 60 mile per hour winds, but we've got an extremely dangerous severe thunderstorm warning here for the Orange City and Rock Valley and Sioux Center area. If you are in the state of Iowa, northern and central Iowa, you have got to have alerts on your phones, guys. I cannot stress that enough. We've got an EDS warning here. This is for Orange City and Sioux Center, Sheldon, Lamar's, Cherokee. This is going to basically ride the risk zone across northern and central Iowa here. But 80 mile an hour destructive wind warning. I would expect to see this get upgraded to potentially 90. These are hurricane force winds, guys. We are talking 80 to 100 mile per hour winds, and there possibly is even a spin up tornado here. You can see that inflow and that outflow here, potentially even a tornado on the front of this warning box here. So this is, like I said, this is kind of what we've been waiting to see all day today. Were we going to get an organized MCS? So this is probably not going to meet those Derecho standards. Once this event is over with, we'll kind of get into all that tomorrow once the National Weather Service looks at all this. But regardless of that terminology, this is going to be a very destructive MCS tonight. And like I said, I don't know why Iowa just gets them all the time, why these storms have it out for Iowa. But if you were in the state of Iowa tonight, you guys have got to be paying attention. This is going to be a pretty long night if you are in these risk zones tonight for central and northern Iowa. We've got to watch this thing track across the whole state before it starts to weaken. And like I said, with these wind gusts, guys, you see these yellow and these gold colors. These are 80 to 100 mile an hour wind gusts. I'm not joking, and I'm not over dramatizing. Like, that's what the radar is sampling, is 80 to 100 mile per hour winds. Some of the models here, not the models, but some of the radar estimates, 128 mile per hour winds in Sioux Center. I hope that is not happening. I hope and pray to God that that is not happening, because that is Category 3 hurricane winds, if that is, in fact, reaching the surface. I don't think that's reaching the surface. Let me look at Tilt 2 here. Hold on a second. This is going to be a bow echo, guys. This is considered as a bow echo line. Let me go Tilt 2 and see if we're... This might actually be reaching the surface, which is... There's that.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
So here's the new tornado warning that I told you guys about. I said we were going to get a tornado warning right here, and we just got it. So tornado warning on top of a destructive severe thunderstorm warning for Sioux Center here in Iowa. Actually, it's gonna be just a little bit to the north. So they got the rotation to the north there. So this one still should be warned personally. But new tornado warning here. This is actually for George, Ashton, Matlock, and Sheldon in Sandburg, Iowa. They still need to warn that southern one though. That's pretty impressive. Take a look at correlation. This tornado is observed. So here's the deal, guys. This is a tornado that is confirmed. It is the middle of the night. We don't have storm chasers out in this. Storm chasers are not going to chase this. It's not going to happen. It's too dangerous. So we rely on radar reflectivity and correlation coefficient, and we have an observed tornado on the ground in front of this warning here. You guys can see if we go to correlation coefficient, that is a tornado on the ground. That is a tornado debris signature here just south of Rock Rapids, Iowa. So this is going to be working its way southeast towards George, Matlock, Ashton, and Sheldon. If you are in this warning, you should be in your safe place, away from windows, in an interior wall, if you are in this severe thunderstorm warning in general. But this is now an observed tornado here in progress just south of Rock Rapids, Iowa. If you are in this warning, guys, please seek shelter, get away from windows, get away from walls. This is not something you want to mess with. Not something you want to mess with tonight. We are going to start seeing these nighttime tornadoes and nighttime wind events get going here. Hold on one second, y'all. Hold on one more second here, guys. I'm texting somebody real quick. So once again, guys, this is an observed tornado in progress here just to the south of Rock Rapids, Iowa. And like I said, on top of that, we have 100+ mile-an-hour winds coming through northwestern Iowa. If you are in this yellow box here, I want you guys to understand something. I'm trying to answer everybody's questions in a nutshell here very quickly. If you are out in front of this squall line, it is expected to hold intensity through the whole entire state of northern Iowa. This includes Spencer, Storm Lake, Fort Dodge, maybe Amos. This could, potentially wiggle southeast. This could go east. Regardless of what the risk zone is at this point, we are talking about a full-blown MCS getting ready to rip through the state of Iowa tonight. We have a tornado on the ground just north of Sioux Center, and we have 120+ mile-an-hour wind estimates on radar right now. This is just nasty, nasty stuff, guys. And the fact that the radar is changing the colors of our velocity scan to green means the radar can barely see what's going on with this. These are extremely destructive winds ongoing in northwest Iowa right now, like I said, and as well as potentially 2 tornadoes in progress. Both one up here, we can clearly see the tornado that's in progress here. It is just to the west of George and southwest of Edna, Iowa. This is going to be long tracking southeast here towards Matlock, Sheldon, Sanborn. I mean, we've got populations through the roof here. And then, like I said, that EDS warning. This is what's called an extremely dangerous situation. This is basically an EDS situation with tornado-like wind speeds expected inside the severe thunderstorm warning. So if you are in Lamar's, Remsen, Marcus, Cherokee, Sutherland, Primhar, Hartley, Sheldon, Orange City, Sioux Center, the odds of you getting 80 to 100-mile-per-hour winds inside this warning are up there. I mean, like, it's there. So this is, like I said, this is what we were talking about tonight, was the major wind threat. So Minnesota may get lucky tonight. We've got a 60-mile-an-hour severe thunderstorm warning up here in Minneapolis. So if you're in Minneapolis, enjoy mostly just thunder and rain and lightning and a little bit of wind. You guys are going to be okay in Minneapolis. A little bit of maybe some 50 to 60-mile-per-hour winds. This thing looks intense. It's not that intense. It's kind of what's behind the scenes here. And we do got some strong gusty winds here. So there could be some power outages if you're in Minneapolis right now. Be safe, guys. Be weather aware. This is going to basically swipe through the whole area here. So for everybody's questions, if you were wondering if you were going to get severe winds in Minneapolis, you're getting those. So be weather aware, be smart, guys. Brooklyn Park, I'm just going to, like I said, overshoot all of the areas here. I'm just going to draw a circle. If you're out in front of this line of thunderstorms all the way to Eau Claire, Wisconsin, this will be moving that direction, producing maybe some 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts. It shouldn't be too bad compared to what's going on in Iowa, but I'm gonna stick down here because this is where we've got kind of worst case scenario. So this is a full bow echo developing on splay here. You can see the bowing shape. That is what's giving us this distinct, disgusting 60-plus-mile-an-hour winds, potentially 80, maybe producing some 90s in here. Like I said, there is also that tornado warning. This tornado was observed, I believe, for a split second, and it's now gone. So we did see a brief spin-up tornado on that. And you guys can see that's a debris signature. So that is when a tornado pops up in the middle of the night and we can't see it physically. We get a debris signature that shows up on radar, and that is damage. That is damage done either by wind or potentially a tornado, which in this case, it would be a tornado because we have a warning there. So this was done over the Lakewood corner area, and it does look like that tornado at least has lifted. But just taking a look at these wind estimates, guys, I mean, this is insane. We could be looking at potentially over 100-mile-an-hour winds right now inside this severe thunderstorm warning. Just north of Rock Valley, I mean, it extends up and down this whole entire warning box. So I think we're going to have to see potentially a 90-mile-per-hour, maybe 100-mile-an-hour severe thunderstorm warning issued here in the not-too-distant future if this does, in fact, reach the surface. Also, guys, if you're spamming in chat, I know you guys got questions. I know you guys are concerned. I know you guys have questions, all of that stuff. We are covering Iowa and Minnesota tonight. So that is the area South Dakota and North Dakota and Nebraska. Your severe weather threat is over for the night. If you are in those 3 states, you are done. This is strictly for Iowa and Minnesota. So if you are in those 3 states, you are good for tonight. Your severe weather is pretty much over with for the evening. You guys can get some sleep. But if you're in Iowa, specifically north central Iowa, if you're out here in front of this disgusting line of storms, we got a long way to go. We got a good couple hours here, so it's going to be a long night if you are in these states tonight. We just got a brand new severe thunderstorm warning. This covers all of the Minneapolis metro area, including Brooklyn Park, Minneapolis. We got Shakopee. We also have the Northfield area here. We've got Cannon Falls, Hastings, Cottage Grove. If you're anywhere here in that Bloomington as well, you were in that 60-mile-per-hour severe thunderstorm warning. So that'll be moving southeastern. We actually could have... Ooh, we might have a spin up here trying to get self going. I'm going to watch this towards Bloomington. We might have a tornado warning issued for Bloomington here in a minute. We're going to watch this. I don't like seeing this right here. It's not good. Let's watch this here. Thank you, by the way, Adizum, for the hand heart. I appreciate it. Yeah, I don't like to start to see this thing QLCS. It's not good. So this will be slicing southeast here. Yeah, if you guys are in this box here, guys, this is going to be disgusting. I'm trying. I want you guys to understand. If you are out in front of this line of storms, you need to prepare to have your battery packs ready to go. There are going to be lots of power outages. This is 80 to 100 plus mile an hour wind gusts, and like I said, radar estimates right now are showing potentially 100 plus. I mean, we've got these darker browns in here. This is potentially 90 to 100 plus mile an hour winds. So we're talking Cat 2 hurricane gust. That's a Category 2 hurricane, basically equivalent to, or an EF1, EF2 tornado wind speeds. And like I said, I want you guys to understand, right? So think about it like this. Widespread damaging winds like this cause a lot more damage than tornadoes can cause in terms of a widespread range. Not locally, but in a widespread range. So what's happening is you've got all of this wind racing out in front of this line of thunderstorms. That wind has to, push down on the surface once it gets ejected underneath of that line of thunderstorms. And so all that moisture is running out, that outflow boundary pushes out. And so you're getting all of this wind in one direction. It's going to extend out. So you're probably going to start to feel these wind gusts before the rain even gets there because of that outflow boundary that gets shoved out in front of it here. So we could be already seeing those 80 plus mile an hour winds as far as Sheldon and Sibley, given the how far this gust is going. So if you're in Spencer, Ezerville, Lawrence, Pocahontas, I'm going to, like I said, circle the areas that I'm concerned about for this intensifying MCS. If you were out in front of this warning here, this does look to continue to increase in strength through the next 2 or 3 hours here. We're going to have to watch this thing, like I said, go through much of the state tonight. So if you're in Iowa, big MCS here, disgusting winds. You guys are known for seeing these massive events. Welcome to 2025 where it's going to happen again. Hopefully not as bad as previous ones, but that's what we're looking at right now. Hold on one second. Okay. Let's make sure somebody on our team is good. So I know there are over 1,000 of you guys in here. I appreciate y'all for watching. We're just going to be covering warnings. We're going to be here for most of the night to keep you guys safe. Just follow through. If we call out your county, if I call out your area here, get to your safe place. But like I said, I don't expect this to weaken anytime soon. We have a long duration to go. This is probably going to make its way all the way into Wisconsin before it starts to weaken. We've got a while. We've got a long while. This is what we were waiting on all day long to see if this was going to actually come together. And I'm not glad that it didn't come together. I don't like this. So just be patient if you guys can. Hang out with us. So I've got the weather team in here helping answer questions. I appreciate y'all for watching as always. I mean, they're going to have to upgrade this warning. We're going to get a new warning here in just a moment as well. Thank you guys for all the follows. I appreciate it as always. Jesus. So you can get spin-up tornadoes, guys, on these lines of thunderstorms. So we've still got that tornado warning here for George, Matlock, and Sheldon. Looks to be that rotation is starting to kind of shift north here. So we may get a new tornado warning up towards Rock Rapids. I'm actually going to play this out here. Jesus, look at this thing. Prayers for you guys in Iowa tonight. This is going to cause a lot of power outages. I mean, this is not good. I'm praying for you guys in Iowa tonight. I was really hoping this was not going to happen. This sucks. This really sucks. So Minnesota may get a little bit better odds. Brooklyn, Park, Minneapolis, like I said, you guys are in that 60 mile an hour severe thunderstorm warning. See some power flashes possibly with the wind gusts here. Shouldn't be anything other than a typical daytime thunderstorm with a couple rumbles of thunder. You guys should mostly be okay. The wind will make it seem like it's crazy, but this is only producing 60 mile per hour winds, so it shouldn't be too bad. I'm more concerned about Iowa right now. The last time we saw these color gradients pop up was the derecho that we had back in North Dakota and into Minnesota back in June 20th was the last time we saw this. This is not something you guys want to mess with. Again, guys, thank you for joining. I appreciate you guys as always. Yeah, Minnesota's going to be okay, guys. I'm not too worried about Minnesota. We're still going to be watching for you guys, but if you're in Minneapolis, it's a 60-mile-an-hour severe thunderstorm warning, so I'm not too concerned. All right, let me pull this back up here. Hold on just 1 second. South Dakota, guys, if you're in South Dakota, North Dakota, or Nebraska, the severe weather threat for tonight is over with. Yes, the risk zone still shows up because it's going to show it because SPC won't update again until 1 o'clock in the morning. But if you guys are in Nebraska, North Dakota, and South Dakota, your severe weather is done for tonight. It's just Minnesota and Iowa. Everybody else can get some sleep. I'm not worried about anybody else. You guys should be good. What does yellow on the radar mean? This is 80 plus mile per hour winds, guys. And some of it may not quite yet be reaching the surface, but most of it is. This is 80 plus mile an hour winds. I'll show you guys here. You take a sample here. I mean, you guys can see these numbers, right? It's pretty evident. 120, 110. I mean, this is just insanity. So some of this may not be all the way reaching it to the surface. There may be some mixing, but when radar shows that, it's not great. So let's see here what you guys got. Yeah, that's what I was saying. The tornado was on the ground there in Iowa here recently, a few minutes ago. It may still be. They need to update the warning. So once again, guys, just to cover everybody that's in Iowa here, just to give you all an update, because there's a lot going on. If you were in risk zones tonight, you had the chance to see destructive winds. It's very much possible. Like I said, this would be mostly moving through that moderate risk and enhanced risk. So this is the main area that I'm watching for from Des Moines up to Interstate 90 and 35 here in southern Minnesota. This is where this is going to move through. There could be some back building here right now. Models aren't really suggesting that. We're just going to see this thing push east, which would be great. But there could still be some upscale growth with storms to the south here. So we'll see what happens with this. This just kind of got itself going now. So I can't give you guys an answer on how long it's going to last. I don't know the answer to that. It weakens when it weakens. The storm has a mind of itself. We should be getting a new severe thunderstorm watch for central Iowa here, like within the next few minutes. That's what I'm also waiting to see. But here's the thing, guys. We're sitting in Iowa all day today. Not me, but we're using that as a past tense metaphor. But anyways, Iowa's been sitting in the hot sun all day. You guys have over 7,000 joules per kilogram of instability right now. This thing could travel through the whole state if it wants to. It has much instability. It's got a lot of instability. It's got a decent amount of shear. I mean, we've got everything there for this thing to travel across the state if it wants to. So that's kind of what we're waiting to see if that's going to happen or not. I don't know, guys. These wind events cause widespread damage. I mean, you're talking 80 to 100 plus mile an hour winds, straight line winds, widespread widge over a good amount of the state here. I mean, you're going to have damage. If mobile homes can be flipped over from this is basically taking a category 2 hurricane wind gust, putting it over a mobile home, and potentially watching that mobile home, get tossed. Like, mobile homes are basically like Hot Wheel toys to these type of wind events. Not saying everybody's cars and houses are going to get thrown, but that's the kind of situation that we're looking at tonight. This is basically a tornado being thrown over a widespread area. So what's up, Shelby? Good to see you. Yeah, so I definitely think this is producing, 100. Okay, they just upgraded it. So this is now a 90 mile per hour severe thunderstorm warning. They just upgraded it from 80 to 90. So we have our first 90 mile per hour severe thunderstorm warning of the night tonight. This is an extremely dangerous situation, guys. Once again, this is an EDS warning. If you are caught outside in this system or in this severe thunderstorm warning, that puts you in a life or death situation. You need to make sure you're inside, away from windows. Like I said, it says itself here, this is an EDS warning with tornado-like wind speeds expected. Mobile homes and high-profile vehicles are especially susceptible to winds of this magnitude and may be overturned. A mobile home will get tossed like candy in this environment, guys. This is, like I said, we're not just worried about the tornado threat. The wind threat is what's causing this. They just upgraded this to 90 mile per hour winds. Wouldn't be shocked to see it go to 100. That's what I'm saying. We are getting wind gusts of over 120 in here. I don't doubt it 100%. We are getting absolutely ridiculous wind gusts in this right now. We're probably getting wind gusts of Category 3 hurricane status, which is 120 plus. I wouldn't doubt it at all. This is, like I told you guys, this was what was forecasted for tonight. Not everybody may have seen this event, which is great, but the people that are seeing this tonight, of course, it's northern and central Iowa, as it typically is. It's not going to be good. Basically, it's an inland hurricane, correct? Yes. So if you guys got friends, family, loved ones in here, let them know. This is going to travel. It's going to travel. So if there's any preparations you guys haven't done to prep yet, now is the time to do it. If you're out in front of this. Some people just don't believe this stuff until it's on their doorstep, which blows my mind. We should be getting a new warning here in just a moment. That's what I'm waiting for. All right. Excuse me. I'm trying to get some cameras pulled up here, get some pictures so you guys can see. Where am I streaming from? Oh, I'm in Western Kentucky, guys. We're good over here. Yeah, we're good here. So once again, this is a very, very destructive warning, guys. This is just crazy. Crazy, crazy stuff. They need to get a new watch issued on this. I'm not a fan of there not being a new watch. Yeah, Cherokee, Iowa's under this warning. Cherokee, Iowa is about to get 90-mile-per-hour winds plus. Like, you're just on the outside of this. You're in the warning, though. I mean, this is crazy. We should be getting a new tornado warning on Little Rock. Still, this thing is still spinning. I really hope this does not try to spin up its own low again. That's what I'm worried about, as we get another vortex that develops in this. Minneapolis is in a severe thunderstorm warning for 60-mile-per-hour winds. Not much going on here. Just a line of storms moving through. Not anything too crazy. What's crazy is this. I mean, this is wild. Guys, trampolines will go flying in this. If your trampoline... Well, there's that.
A new PDS severe thunderstorm warning has been issued.
Oh, there's the next one. That's for 80. So, another one. This is for an hour and 20 minutes. This is going to take forever to get this thing through. So this is a new PDS severe thunderstorm warning here. This is for 80-mile-per-hour winds. This now extends out here to Storm Lake, Spencer, and Spirit Lake. This is along 71. I'm telling you guys right now, if you were in front of this, you are going to lose power. Unless you have a generator and it works in it, you are going to lose power. I will be shocked if anybody still has power after this comes through. That severe thunderstorm warning is for an hour and 20 minutes. Jesus. And we're still watching for a potential tornado up here near Little Rock. It's Little Rock, Iowa. Lamar's, you are in this warning. You're in the 90. I mean, Lamar's, you're overlapped in the 90 here, so you've got very strong wind gusts coming out of your south here. The higher colors are going to be a little bit further to the north there, but I just want to show you guys some of these estimates again. I mean, 100-plus mile-per-hour winds. This is not something you see every day in the state of Iowa. You get these every once in a while, but this is just horrific. I'm going to keep an idea, too, of the power outages, so I'll have a tracker on that, too. Let me get that pulled up. We can talk about that too. I don't have any cameras that are in range for this right now, so we'll have to watch. Oh yeah, look at this, guys. This is just the first 2 counties right now in northwestern Iowa that just got these winds. And look at the power outage map. These are just the 2 counties. We're at 648 people in northwestern Iowa here. That's for Lyon County out of 2,000 people, and then 900 people out of 7,000 without power. So this is going to stretch across the whole state, and it just happened. We're already getting those power outages, and so already 2,000 people without power here in Iowa. Yeah, this is going to be a while. We're going to be tracking this for the next 4 or 5 hours. It's going to be here for a while. This isn't going anywhere. Not anytime soon. We have over 7,000 joules per kilogram of instability out in front of this storm. It's going to keep going. I wouldn't be shocked to see some 120 plus mile an hour winds out of this tonight. I want you guys to understand, don't just pay attention. Like, the risk zones are there. We already know this is happening. I'm trying to get you guys to understand there's nothing stopping this line of storms from weakening right now. We've got a lot of energy in front of this. We have a lot of shear in front of this. This is going to track across the state of northern Iowa. Central Iowa, we'll kind of have to wait and see what happens. I'm hoping Des Moines and some people down south can get a little bit luckier, but these are the areas out in front of this. If you live anywhere in northern Iowa, Mason City, Waverly, Waterloo, Decorah, this is where this line of storms is going. It's not going to stop. So if you have this thought in your mind that this is just magically going to go poof, that's not how this works. This is a MCS in progress producing 80 to 100 plus mile per hour winds with the 7,000 to 6,000 instability, joules per kilogram of instability in front of it, as well as bulk shear. We're not losing this. It's not going anywhere. Yeah, we've got this for a while. This is, like I said, this is what we were waiting to see happen tonight. It didn't happen on a widespread range across many states tonight, but it did happen in Iowa, which is not great. So, guys, yeah, this is not a little baby tornado or anything. We're talking a wall of wind with 100 plus mile an hour wind gusts. This is basically equivalent to a Cat 1 or Cat 2 hurricane, but it's over land. Cedar Rapids, you'll get into this later on tonight. I think we're going to kind of be watching this thing progress eastward here. Let me get an update. Yeah, so the models do have this extending a little bit further south, so we'll see what happens. They don't really have this weakening until about 3 or 4 o'clock tomorrow morning. So we got, like I said, we got a long way to go here. Sadly, it looks like Iowa is going to get more storms tomorrow too, but we'll talk about that later. Let's see here. Yeah, this should continue to progress northeast. Yeah, if you guys have family, loved ones, any of you guys in these warnings here, get them inside, get them to their safe place. You've got to be away from walls and windows. You can't be around this stuff. I wouldn't even be outside filming this if it were me. I would not. This is just crazy. Massive wall of wind coming. Yeah, I mean, you got 110, 112 mile per hour winds coming towards Primhar. This is just, these are ridiculous numbers. It just expands out too. I want to start to see if we get any upscale growth in the southern portion of it to see if this line starts to build back down south. Once again, if you guys are in Minneapolis here, I didn't want to forget about you guys. So you're almost out of that storm. It is pushing through Minneapolis now, and then you're going to be done for the night. So the main area to watch tonight, really in my honest concern, is going to be this area right up in here. That's what we're watching for. That'll be through 3 or 4 o'clock tomorrow morning. It's going to be an overnight event. Dude, Nolan, I'm concerned if we're going to get a low that develops again where we had with the last one. If this starts to bend backwards and we get a mesovort to get going, that's not what I want to see either happen. That's what I'm concerned about, is this thing starts to bend and we get a low to develop inside it. We had this happen with the last event. We had MCS create its own low pressure system, basically. We had barometric pressure readings of 954 millibars in the last one up in North Dakota and in Minnesota, or not, yeah, in Minnesota a couple weeks ago, back in June. Basically, when you have a wall of wind coming, you get wind coming out of different directions. Sometimes a MCS can start to bow, and when it bows so much, you can get that rear inflow jet that comes out from your jet streak high up in the atmosphere, reaches and mixes all that wind up, brings it down to the surface, and you can sometimes get a low that sets up. So this is what's called a mesoscale convective scale system. It's big words in the meteorology world. That's what we call it, an MCS. Basically, it's a wall of wind. It's a wall of wind coming. If any of you guys in Iowa have been through any derechos, you would know what this entitles. I'm not going to say this is going to get the official titles of derecho yet, because we'll go back and look at that tomorrow when that potentially happens, if it gets, confirmed as that, but definitely not looking good. So yeah, Wall is putting, yeah, I would say that too. This is not fun. So just looking at this is very, very impressive. I'm trying not to scare you guys, but at the same time, got to be serious about it. So, worst of the winds are moving through Sheldon right now. Spencer, Spirit Lake, and Cherokee, you guys will be next. I pray for anybody that's in trailers or mobile homes right now. This is what makes me nervous. It's not tornadoes that make me nervous for mobile homes. It's this type of stuff. This causes mobile homes to be tossed like Hot Wheels. I'm not joking, guys, when I say that. Like, I'm being legit as serious as I can be. So, will Des Moines get anything? We're going to have to wait and see. It's a wait-and-see game, too. If we get any storms that build south on this line, then potentially. Or if it starts to wobble southeast, it's all about watching this. I've done my job, guys, to get you guys prepared as much as I can today. I've posted videos all day. I've tried. People believe me. People don't believe me. I've just tried to get you guys ready to go as much as I can. So, we'll see this portion of the risk zone verify. That's for sure. Yeah, lots of damage in Birdsford to South Dakota. Yep. This is gonna be a mess for anybody that has to clean this up tomorrow. So just taking another sample of these wind gusts. We got some hundreds in here. I mean, it's not great. I'm also still watching up here near the northern side of the low. I'm already starting to see it. This is what I'm talking about right here. We're starting to get some counterclockwise spin, and sometimes you can get a low pressure center to develop. A surface low can develop off of this. And what that does is it'll start to pull it north, and you'll see this thing expand out on the south side as that rear inflow jet develops. I don't like this. This is bringing flashbacks back from last month. Yeah, please do not drive in this, guys. Please do not drive in this. Unless you want to be thrown like a Hot Wheels car, do not drive in this. If you were out in front of this here, like Spencer, Storm Lake, just pull off on the side of the road, get in a sturdy building. Drive to the nearest exit highway, wherever you're at, just get somewhere sturdy. I think we're 954, Aiden, is what I got on the last one. I think it was 957, 954. It was equivalent to a Cat 3 hurricane, though. Very, very impressive. Yeah, you don't want to chase this stuff, guys. No. I wouldn't even chase this. Absolutely not. I do want to talk about this because this is not good. We now are upgrading our warnings here in Faribault, Waseca, and I'm going to butcher this again, too. I'm sorry, guys. Owatonna, we now have a 70-mile-per-hour severe thunderstorm warning. So the good news is Minneapolis and everybody in the metro area, you guys are going to get through this just fine. We are starting to see the second MCS set up here in northern Minnesota, or technically east central Minnesota, here near the Faribault area. If you are in Faribault, you are now under a Torpos severe thunderstorm warning, also with 60 to 70-mile-per-hour winds. And what I'm already noticing, a little bit of a comparison here, we might have two MCSs that develop tonight. We're already starting to see 70, almost 80-mile-per-hour winds getting going here in Montgomery, Minnesota, New Prague, Lonesdale, Northfield, Faribault. You guys got to be watching here as well. Oh, is it Owatonna? Owatonna, I hope I pronounced that right. I'm sorry if I butchered it, guys. So we're going to have two to watch tonight. This one's going to bend southeast. So this would go towards Rochester, Winona. This would cross. So really, really interested to see how this unfolds tonight. I don't like this. We've now upgraded, so they just upgraded the Minneapolis warning to 70-mile-per-hour winds as well. So if you are on the southern side of Minneapolis, so we've got Farmington, Credit River, Elk New Market here, Lonesdale, Montgomery, Faribault, Carissa, if you can get Manders on the phone, she's gonna get stuck in the middle of this, please. She's in that 70. Like, it's literally on her doorstep. Where is... Yeah, she's right in the middle of it here, too. Okay. I don't know if she's in stream or not, but... Yeah, she's right on that. Okay, thank you, thank you. Yeah, she's doesn't need to be driving in this, please. Make sure she does not drive in this. Yeah, this is very impressive. I thought she was in here, too. I thought she was. We may see a tornado warning issued for Janesville again, just east of Mankato. Mankato, you guys are gonna, or Mankato, you guys are gonna be fine. You're outside that severe thunderstorm warning; it's moving away from you, but we may get a new warning here, headed towards Waseca and Janesville, Minnesota. Definitely getting some 70, 80 mile an hour wind gust in Montgomery right now as well. Well, I will officially say, guys, there's the new watch.
A new severe thunderstorm watch has been issued.
There's our new watch for Iowa, finally. I do want to say one thing. Earlier, when the National Weather Service in Minneapolis, Minnesota, issued their severe thunderstorm watch, they did tell everybody in the Minneapolis area that they were only going to get 65 mile an hour winds. We have 70. So, a little bit conservative on the Minneapolis side of things today with their watch. I don't agree with this, but that's the National Weather Service for you. Mankato. Okay, I did say it right the first time. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. I butcher some areas sometimes. Yeah, if you guys lose power, please stay safe. I would, if anybody ever wants to update me or send pictures in, you guys can send that stuff in as well. We've got all of our socials in my bio. Yep, Cherokee, Iowa. You guys are in a 80/90 mile an hour severe thunderstorm warning. So this is not great. We're just waiting to see if this is going to shift, southeast or if it's going to go east. I don't know quite yet what this is going to do. What a day, guys. What a day. Almost all of Sioux County, Iowa is without power. We're at 75% of people in Sioux County, Iowa without power. 6,000 out of 7,000 people have no power in Sioux County, Iowa. Pretty much the whole county is out. And then Lyon County, the county to the north of it, at 600 people out of 2,000 people. I'm telling you guys, if you're in front of this wind vent, if you were in front of this here, Mason City is huge. You guys are going to get hit in Mason City from this. This is not far. Fort Dodge, Waterloo, Decorah. You guys are all in this. Cedar Rapids is going to be in that as well. There's the rest of that watch.
A new severe thunderstorm watch has been issued.
I bet this is our big watch for the night. I'm really shocked they didn't PDS it. So this watch does cover Des Moines, guys. It does cover Des Moines and Cedar Rapids. This is out until 4 a.m. Central Time. So I'll pull this up so you guys can see this here. This is our new watch. This is valid for the rest of Iowa. If you're in southern Iowa, not too confident we're going to get any storms, but from Des Moines up to Mason City and east towards Cedar Rapids and into the southeastern portions of Minnesota here, including Rochester, you guys are in a severe thunderstorm watch until 4 a.m. Central Time. This is going to be for winds up to 85 mile per hour winds are likely. A tornado or two is possible, and 1.5 inch diameter hail. Yeah, they might wait for Wisconsin. It just depends. Yeah, if you're in Apple Valley, the sirens are going off. You guys are getting 70 plus mile per hour winds. So, why did we just get a... Oh, there it is. So now this is going into Wisconsin, which is weird. We just got a warning for Wisconsin. Get this pulled up here. Yeah, I was looking at that too. Asthmatic. Where's that new warning at that just popped out? There it is. So we've now got 70-mile-per-hour winds headed towards Eau Claire, Wisconsin. So brand new severe thunderstorm warning, damaging winds up to 70 miles per hour. Barron County, Wisconsin, Polk County, Wisconsin, Chippewa, Dunn, Eau Claire, Pierce, and St. Croix, St. Croix County here in Wisconsin. Or it's Eau Claire. I know I keep saying it wrong. Eau Claire, guys. Thank you. I know. I was going to do it at some point today. I said it right all day today, and I said it wrong again. That's my bad. Eau Claire. It throws me off every single time. My apologies, as always. Never fails. So once again, severe thunderstorm warning here, capable of producing 70-mile-per-hour winds. This whole MCS is warned in Minnesota, and then we have a Torpos 80-mile-per-hour destructive wind event moving through the eastern portions of, or northwestern portions of Iowa. Wow. So the Sioux Center confirmed a 99-mile-per-hour wind gust 20 minutes ago when that line was coming through. So we are getting 100-mile-an-hour winds coming through Iowa officially. That was confirmed at Sioux Center about 15 minutes ago. There was a 99-mile-an-hour wind report. So this is not great, guys. It's not good. There is going to be lots of power outages from this. You guys know what's crazy too? If you guys go back and look at when this is over with tonight, if you guys go back and look at the comment section on my videos today, you will see so many people thought I don't know what I'm talking about and that this was not going to happen today. And I think it's quite crazy that it's literally happening. Crazy.
A new severe thunderstorm watch has been issued.
Come on, Jenny. Let's go. Yeah, I had a lot of people downplaying this today, and I absolutely can't stand it. All right, let's get back here. This is some gnarly winds. So I've still got the chance for a potential tornado warning in Janesville here. You guys probably saw Jennifer here. Screenshot the receipts next time. I know, right? They're all still in there. I still have them all on there. You guys can go back and look at them in your free time if you ever wanted to see. I get a lot of negativity. It's crazy. I was telling y'all this earlier. It's just wild. I'm pretty good at calling these events spot on. There might be some error, but still. Let me give you guys some positivity real quick. Look. It's the infamous and famous Jenny Purr. We love Jenny Purr. She's the famous cat you guys see in my videos sometimes. She's amazing. She'll come in stream in times of crisis and she'll sit either in my lap or she'll sit beside me on my table. But this is the Purrs. She's little babies. She's cute. We love her. Do I get kisses? No? Okay, screw you too. That's fine. Whatever. Anyways, I thought you guys could use some positivity, some comfort there. She always comes in when things are going crazy, and I'm not joking. Rochelle can vouch for that. She always does, every time. I know, I still got to get the cat cam. I'm going to make the purchase on Wednesday. I'm going to make it on Wednesday. I need to get it set up. You guys would love to have a cat cam. I know you guys would. Shay, do you want to be on TV? Or streamed? Okay, I'm sorry. I don't know what answer that was, but... Do you think north part of Minnesota and southern part of Iowa, this line could merge? We could see. I think that's what's forecasted to actually happen. Yeah, if we start to get convection in between, which we are, we may have a full-blown line of storms, and that's where the Derecho conversation might come into play. If that happens, we would have to see both of these two lines merge in order to get that radius set up. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. It's not out of the realm. She's sweet. I love her. I love her, even though she causes Rochelle to get no sleep. Yeah, I was going to say, Manders, you got 70-mile-per-hour winds, girl. Enjoy it. I think your National Weather Service office in Minneapolis downplayed today pretty significantly, didn't they? as if they typically would. Yeah, there is lots of inflow behind it. I was noticing that as well. Jesus, this is gonna have. I'm nervous. I don't like this. Lots of inflow winds feeding in behind this here, keeping this thing going. Shouldn't be any tornado warnings. I don't think there is any tornado warnings. Yeah, there's not any tornado warnings right now. There's severe thunderstorm warnings. Yeah, it might be doing the thing. I'm not liking this either. We've got 80-mile-per-hour winds coming into Faribault. So, Manders, that's where you're going to be at in not too long. Faribault's about to get blasted with 80-mile-per-hour winds. Oh, was that an hour ago? Okay. Oh, okay, that's right. That's right. That's right. It's still further south. Oh, they're going to get... Just wait till a little bit later, Manders, and you'll get it down here, too. Just outside that destructive warning. Dodge Center. Where are you guys again? I always lose track of Dodge Center for whatever reason. I don't know why, but I do. Where is... Yeah, you guys are... Ooh, you're just outside that warning here. That Torpos warning in Dodge Center. You need to be ready to go here for 70-plus mile-an-hour winds. My eyeballs hurt. I've been staring at a screen all day. Manders, you lost power? Ow. Hold on, guys. Connor's calling me. Hey, I'm back on stream. What's up?
Yes, it's turned out.
What a wow.
Dude, I was pulling on the high res velocity 130.
That's what we were looking at here too. That was insane coming out of Sioux Center. Well, you know what's crazy too is that rear inflow jet that's coming in behind the MCS in Iowa's could get this thing going for until 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. So it even looks like a low is trying to develop up in Sibley.
I know. Remember I was telling you on the phone earlier, like we've got 10,000 joules per kilogram of Cape.
Oh, it's insane.
And it kicked in. We needed that jet too, though. It kicked
Yeah,
in.
it's always late evening when it does this. It's so weird.
Yeah. I told my chat I'm not surprised by that. I'm surprised that we've got 70-plus mile-per-hour wind gusts approaching Eau Claire, Wisconsin.
Yeah, that's what in Minneapolis when they issued their severe thunderstorm watch, they did it conditionally only for 65-mile-an-hour winds. So they had 70s not too long ago, and they've got 80s now on the southern side of the city. So they were conservative.
I was seeing radar indicated winds over 70 miles per hour 30 minutes before they put any warning.
Okay, so that makes sense. Well, they remember too. I don't know if you saw this when we had those tornado warnings that were ongoing in South Dakota earlier. The Aberdeen, South Dakota National Weather Service radar system went down, and then the one in Sioux City did. So they had to use Minneapolis to issue the severe thunderstorm warnings and tornado warnings in South Dakota early this afternoon. That's why they were looking weird. So they've been on edge all day today because they've had to multitask and do stuff they've not supposed to do. So it makes sense to me, honestly.
Yeah, they missed a bunch, probably 3 tornado warnings that should have been up over the last 30, 45 minutes.
Yep, doesn't surprise me at all.
Yeah,
It's been a weird day start from finish. Even since we started looking at this last night, and it took forever to get this going. It'll probably the moderate risk will probably verify now, but this is just crazy.
It will verify. Yeah, I'm really interested to see. They're going to classify this as a derecho in northwestern Iowa, 100%.
Yep, and especially if it long tracks too much of the state tonight too.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you guys heard that, guys. Matt does think there is potential, and I'll have to take a look at what's going on with our jet. But for this long track, we get pretty far out to the east. All right. Well, I've been on for 5.5 hours straight, and I guess
get you some sleep, dude. I did a 6 early. I'll be on until 3 or 4 probably. So.
All right. If I get off, I'll send people your direction.
Sounds good, bud. Y'all say hi to Connor.
What's going on, chat?
Y'all go check out Connor's stream too. He's also live. Make sure y'all go follow him. Connor's Climate Corner.
Maybe another hour.
Sounds good, bud.
All right, see ya.
He's freaking awesome. We love Connor. He's awesome. All right, guys, I gotta run to the bathroom. I'll be right back. All right, guys, I'm back. Sorry about that. I had to run to the bathroom real quick. All right. Let me check on something real quick here. Hold on one more second, guys. I gotta tell Rose. Sorry, guys. All right, let's get back into this here. I was checking on an update from our area real quick. All right, we still have this destructive severe thunderstorm warning, guys, in effect here for Spencer, Cherokee, Storm Lake. 80-mile-per-hour winds. Looks to be the wind field kind of weakening just a slight little bit here. Still have some really, really strong winds in and around the 90-plus mile-an-hour range here for Hartley. So we're continuing to watch this potentially get a low going. Look at that. This is exactly what we saw with the last one. You guys can see that low spinning in there trying to develop here. It's a surface low trying to develop with pressure dropping. So if this can, in fact, intensify, we may, in fact, see that wind field expand out a little bit more. So we'll see if this holds strength. Definitely has the potential to do that. Starting to see a little bit more convection here near Sioux City. We've got a wind event moving through, coming into Wisconsin now. Let me go back to velocity on this. Very, very strong. Yikes. These are 90-mile-per-hour winds in Faribault and Warsaw. I don't know why the National Weather Service office today in Minneapolis is being on one today. This is really frustrating. I don't understand this. If there's one day for Faribault, thank you guys. Faribault, thank you. I know I do that a lot. My bad. Faribault, you guys are getting ready to get 80-plus mile-an-hour winds. Warsaw, same applies. We've got some 90s in here, so the National Weather Service, guys, I'm just going to tell you this now, which the National Weather Service covers the rest of Minnesota and potentially portions of western Wisconsin here. Just a heads up to everybody in front of this event, they have been underplaying this event all day today. I had people in chat today, they're in the Minneapolis area, saying that the Mets and people in the area were saying this wasn't going to be that big of an event tonight, and it is. It is. It's literally happening. So, that's the thing. Well, there's that.
A new PDS severe thunderstorm warning has been issued.
I'll get to that here in just a second. We have 70 to 90-mile-per-hour winds from Eau Claire all the way down to almost Rochester here. If you were in Rochester, Minnesota, now is your time to get ready. These are coming your direction here in the next 30 minutes to 45 minutes. We've got a new destructive PDS warning. Where is this at? There it is. For 80-mile-per-hour winds. Esserville and Algona is going to be in this. We've also got Armstrong, Sweet City, West Bend. You are in this warning here. This is going to be for Emmett County, Kossuth County, and Palo Alto County. Yeah, just be ready to go here, Brandy. It's coming your direction. It's coming your direction here. This might make it to Des Moines, potentially. We'll see if we get the severe warnings to expand out that far. So this is continuing to head east, guys. Yeah, Apple Valley, if you guys have reports, please let me know in chat what's going on. I appreciate it. Minneapolis, you're just about done for the night. You guys are going to be able to clean up and go to bed here pretty soon. Rochester, Winona, getting into La Crosse, and then getting into Wisconsin here. We're going to start to watch this complex of storms race its way southeast here is where this is headed. It's not too weird timing. A lot of times we get these overnight wind events because our low-level jet strengthens, the daytime heating goes away, and we got our dew points and our temps to kind of align, and therefore you get the wind threat to pick up. So wind in Apple Valley was crazy. I bet it was. Is it almost done in Faribault? We got a little ways to go here. I still think a potential tornado warning could be issued here outside of the west side of Dodge Center here. It's what I'm watching closely. So, Brandy, I would just get ready to go. You've got 80 to 90 mile per hour winds headed toward Rochester, Casson, Stewartville, Pine Island, and Dodge Center here. Go ahead and get to your safe place now. Be ready to go because the National Weather Service office here in Minneapolis, Minnesota likes to underplay their weather events a little bit. So, just heads up on that. So that way nobody's shocked when they get an 80 plus mile an hour wind gust and a 70 mile an hour severe thunderstorm warning. Now, this is the main event. Guys, models have done horrific today. There's not a single model run today that showed today happening the way it's happened. So we can't go off model runs. We're just watching in real time as it happens here. If you feel like you need to go to a basin, absolutely do it. 100%. If that is your safe place and you find comfort there, do it. We're still getting those 90 plus mile an hour winds. It almost seems to be that the lineup here in Minnesota is a little bit stronger than the one down in Iowa. So it's got a little bit of ways to go here. Yeah, we had some interesting things happen today. I cannot believe I'm saying this, guys, but we are getting hurricane winds in Iowa and Minnesota tonight. It's crazy. Just crazy stuff. It's normal this time of the year. If you guys, like I said, if y'all watch my videos every single day, you guys will see that I've talked about this event for a good 2 weeks now. So you can watch all those back over the last couple of weeks if you don't believe me. But I've tried to get people ready. I said a ridge is coming, troughing's coming. We're going to get troughing over the ridge. It's going to help set up a derecho day. We didn't know what day it was going to be, but it was one of these days this week, and it did set up. So all right, let me check on power outages here. Oh, we had a mesoscale discussion. I missed it too, I guess. Interesting. So it looks like this line of storms is going towards Des Moines. So I missed that mesoscale discussion that came out because it was so late. That's when that mesoscale came out. So it looks like we're going to start to see this shift southeast a little bit. If you're in Des Moines, you need to be watching this very closely. Even though it looks like the warnings are going east, we should start to see this bow echo grow upscale and go shift southeast. It's going to expand in size. No, this is not weather seeding. What is wrong with people? Guys, I'm going to mute and block people to put that crap in chat. This is legit weather happening. There's no cloud seeding or weather modification to make this happening. This is a ridge. This is troughing over top of a ridge, allowing for a derecho. If you're going to do that crap, you're going to get blocked. I don't have time for people's bullshit excuses and answers today. Always got something to blame it on. Jesus. Every time. It never fails. I can't stand that. It's something we've been battling all year long. Every single crazy event in the weather world is not that. It's normal weather. It happens. Jesus. That stuff infuriates me, guys. I'm sorry. I know. It's like natural science isn't believable anymore. Well, here's some good news. So we've got a 70-mile-per-hour severe thunderstorm warning here for Lawrence, Pocahontas, Humboldt. So it looks to be the southern end, kind of a little bit weaker here near the Fort Dodge area. It's still 70 to 80-mile-per-hour winds, so don't let that fool you here. Yeah, guys, I don't do politics on this channel, and I don't blame people for stuff. We all know the National Weather Service has budget cuts. That's been implemented for a while now. That's a whole other conversation. We can have a conversation about that on another day, not when we're doing weather coverage. I don't have time for people's conspiracy theories and ideas that don't make sense in the world of weather right now. If you don't like that, you don't have to be here either. It's just how it is. That's something that we've been battling all year. Every single weather event that happens, it's blown out of proportion, or that's, fatal, is all of a sudden now weather modification or cloud seeding. It's absolute insanity. I've got bunches of meteorologist degreed friends that can come up here and vouch for me and say that that's not a thing. We all know cloud seeding is real, but it doesn't account for the amount of natural disasters that happen in the world. Cloud seeding accounts for a very small portion of raindrops that come from a cloud that are cloud seeded. If you don't believe that, you can look up a 60-page documentary that was done on it by a meteorologist actually in Iowa. Anyways, that's a whole other... We'll talk about that another way, guys. I'm not going to go into rain on that. Sorry, I get myself carried away sometimes. Okay, so we're still watching 70 to 90-mile-per-hour winds here across this region. Once again, from Fort Dodge up to Algona here. Yeah, power outages. Yes, thank you, guys. I got sidetracked for a second. Thank you. Let me look at that here. What in the world? Okay, that's from Montana. Okay. Yikes. Yeah, power outages are not great. So here's a power outage map as of right now. Let me transition this so you guys can see. These are the 4 counties in Iowa that have already experienced those significant winds. If you were in Lyon County, you are pretty much probably without power. There's a couple people that are not without power here. There's about 1,000 people. Sioux County is about at halfway without power. O'Brien County about a fourth of the way without power there, with 1,700 people out, and then we have Cherokee County at 800 people without power. So these are happening pretty quickly here. So I expect this to cover a majority of the region tonight. I can also check Minnesota here. Let's see what Minnesota's red. Yep, so in and around the Minneapolis area, we got Scott County, Washington. Let's see, Anoka. Ramsey, Dakota, Scott County, all of you guys have power outages. McLeod, Carver, Sibley. Yeah, I mean, this is what's expected here. But hopefully the power companies can get out there and start working on it once this event comes through, because it should be blowing through pretty quickly. Because I know you guys aren't going to want to be sitting out here with that hot heat tomorrow with this not having AC. It's not going to be fun. Yeah, you guys had power outages too last night, so I feel for those power people working out there. Those can... all of those, I can't even talk the way, those construction workers and stuff. I feel for it. Got all those electricians out there. All right, we now have... Okay, so this is some good news. We have a warning for Rochester and for Dodge Center, but it's only for 60-mile-per-hour winds. So looks to be the southern end of this area here. I still don't buy this. This is what's weird about it, is... The warning is for 60, but we are getting estimates of 80 plus. So I don't know how much I'm really buying this 60-mile-per-hour crap. I'm not a fan of it. You got to go based off of what you're seeing with radar, and this is not 60-mile-per-hour winds. This is like 80 to 100. Hold on a minute. That's what I'm saying. They are being so conservative with these warnings, and it's going to kill people. I don't know why Minneapolis is issuing 60-mile-per-hour severe thunderstorm warnings for wind speeds that are over 80 miles per hour. This doesn't make any sense to me. Why are we being so conservative? This is literally how people lose their lives, because you underprepare them. I mean, the radar is showing wind gusts of 90s. I mean, we have 90s in here. Not that those may not be reaching all the way down to the surface, but Hold on a second. I'm gonna get it. See if I can find a wind gust report on this here. Hold on. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm trying to see if I can get a wind report on this. Yeah, if you're from Minneapolis, you guys can know that they're pretty conservative on this stuff. It's actually quite frustrating. I don't understand it. It's how people lose their lives. So they threw a Torpos 70-mile-an-hour severe thunderstorm warning for Blooming Prairie, but then put a 60 over top of Dodge City and Rochester. Why? Why are we doing that? Yeah, this is a strong area of wind gusts. This is our highest area of wind gusts, getting ready to move into Rochester, and we're putting 60s out like it's cotton candy. Yeah, Minneapolis, you guys are done. No, I'm saying the Minneapolis National Weather Service is what's issuing these warnings for southern Minnesota, and they're being conservative on their warnings. Minneapolis, you're pretty much done for the night. But the National Weather Service still has to do their job. Do their job. They've had an interesting day today, that's for sure. Was that a camera? Do I have one? Trying to find a camera in Rochester here to watch. Ooh, I have bunches of them. Ooh, we're going to find one. We're going to find one here. Hold on. I'm going to get a little bit closer here. We got some cameras in Dodge Center. They're all working today. I love it. All the cameras are working today. Oh, come on, load. Load. Damn it, I wanted to see it load. That one's not great. Hold on. There we go. So this is in Rochester. We got a camera up in Rochester, Minnesota here, so you guys can see. This is on US 14. This is just outside of Rochester to the west. Not seeing too much of anything quite yet. Storm's still a little bit further off to the west. What's up, Jackie? Good to see you as always. We're looking at a camera. We're just looking on the highway here. This is just some clouds. It quite hasn't gotten here yet. Yeah, I was seeing that. It's crazy, these wind gusts tonight. They're blowing some of these other reports today out of the water. Oh, there we got lightning on this left side there, the camera. So we're looking in, this camera is right in between Casson. I'm looking at that camera, it's right here. So it's pointing right into those higher wind gusts. So we're really going to see what this looks like here in a minute. Let me see if I can find a better, hold on just a second. See if I can find a better one for you guys, because that one's a little bit blurry. Oh, here we go. So we've got a camera in downtown Rochester. So as this storm comes in, we will see it in Rochester. So if I got anybody watching in Rochester, you might know, oh shucks, you might know where this camera's potentially at. Once it loads. Hold on. We're going to get a full bird's eye view of what this is doing. This is US 52. Yeah, that's 50. Yeah, that's 52. There's lots of lightning there coming. This thing is zooming too. Should see a pretty nasty shelf cloud coming through when this thing gets here too. We're gonna see a beautiful, beautiful lightning show as well. Oh, you can see it. Watch, guys. Watch up here. You can see the cloud coming. Ah, oh, blew up. You guys can see it up here. Wait for a big flash again. Huge rolling shelf cloud coming. It's like what I had in my backyard earlier tonight, except this one's gonna look more impressive. Yeah, this is facing north. Yeah, this is facing north. So we've got a line of storms coming out of the north, and we've got one coming northwest. So this camera sits right in here, kind of facing this direction. So we'll see it coming. I'm not worried about not seeing it. Still got 80-mile-per-hour winds down here in Iowa and 70-mile-per-hour winds. You got a little cell that popped up here as well near Fairmont, so we're gonna watch that. So did Rochester be in their basement? If you want to be, it's up to you. $87-mile-an-hour wind gusts in Spencer. I believe it. I believe it. Yeah, you guys can look at it. Look at the structure of it. Once again, pay attention to right up here. Right up here. Not gonna lie, I wish I was in Rochester. Brandy, you're gonna be good, girl. You're gonna be fine. Just some wind. Yeah, so a lot of the sirens are for severe thunderstorm warnings because we don't have any tornado warnings currently right now. Look at that thing. Carissa, you're going to see this in full-fledged here too. Beautiful, beautiful shelf cloud up here coming. We've had all severe thunderstorm watches today too, guys. No tornado watches. All severe. Is it turned out the way it's forecasted? Not really, but sort of kind of-ish. The Iowa-Minnesota portion is, but everywhere else didn't really. Yeah, sirens are going to go off for wind, guys, especially in this event here. The Dixie one that we had earlier was confirmed. I don't know how much and what the damage report was, but we'll probably get that information tomorrow. KTTC saying the same about as you. Yeah, right about that same. Yeah. It's a pretty looking storm. It's gorgeous. I love these. I hate the wind events because, you know, people clearly get, you know, damage and stuff, but watching the clouds come through always impresses me. The Bone Steel one that we had on the ground for a good amount of time, it actually missed Bone Steel and it went east over towards, oh gosh, where was it? I can't remember on top of my head. It went east, though, and missed Bone Steel. God, look at that thing. It is massive, guys. I wish I could, like, pause the camera on it. Oh, I might can. Hold on. I'm going to try and time it right so you guys can see this. It is beautiful. We're going to see if Mesomat has pausing skills. Oh, I missed it. Hold on. Hold on. It'll get a little bit closer and we'll see it. I'm trying here. I'm not great at this. You guys can see it. You can see it here. It's there. It almost looks like a huge supercell. Whoa, look at that. How about that? Beautiful shelf cloud coming in. That's something right there. That's beautiful. I had to pause it right on it. That thing is beautiful. That's huge. It's huge, right? I was like waiting for it. I was like, I'm gonna get it. How about that, guys? That is, if you don't love weather, I know the destruction is one thing, but if you don't love weather after seeing stuff like this, I don't know how you watch the streams. I just don't. I get you guys are here for weather information, but this is something. That's something right there. I loved it. Like you guys saw me freaking out earlier. I love this stuff. Absolutely love it. So this is in Rochester, Minnesota. If you guys are coming in stream. Oh, it's gorgeous. It's absolutely gorgeous, dude. I would love to be standing out there in the middle of this. Not the road, but I'd be love to be watching this. It just looks like a mothership supercell, but it's intact a whole line of storms. Dude, Carissa, you've had your fair share though in Indiana this year, so props to you, girl. The one I had tonight was okay. It wasn't super impressive. I thought the lightning tonight on our storm was pretty good though. Look at that thing. You'll see it more when it gets a little bit closer too. Just breathe, girl, Brandy. You're gonna be all right. I promise. You're gonna get through it. You're gonna get through it. So you have. So I'll see if I can pause it again. I'll show you guys something here. Hold on. Let me see here. See if I can get a flashlight in again. Oh, come on. Look at that. So this up here is technically your outflow boundary that's associated with it. You'll see the actual shelf cloud a lot lower when it gets here. So that's your outflow boundary, that kind of ripple you see on the top of the storm there. That's about 45 to 55,000 feet aloft in the atmosphere. So that's definitely up there. And then you'll have a shelf cloud where it looks more meaner once this gets a little bit closer here. So just kind of wanted to do a little bit of teaching there, but it's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Love it. Let me take a look at radar here and see what we're doing here. It's almost in Rochester too, so yeah, these winds are definitely up there. They upgraded. Okay, so they upgraded the warning in Rochester to 70-mile-per-hour winds. We're still probably seeing some higher wind gusts than that. But we're now at 70 in Rochester. So I'll go to Iowa, do an Iowa update. We do have a severe thunderstorm warning with 60-mile-per-hour winds. It is approaching Denison, Carroll here, and eventually this will go toward Des Moines. And then we've got 70 in Humboldt and Pocahontas, and then still 80 up here in the Armstrong area. So we'll keep you guys updated on that. Yeah, but this is almost here, so we'll go back to that. I really want you guys to watch this. We don't typically get too many camera shots on here on stream where we can see this, so. Look at that thing. Ugh. Lots of lightning. I wonder if I can crop this out. Hold on a minute. Let me... Oh, I probably won't be able to crop it out. Never mind. I'm just going to leave it in here. It's fine. It's fine. It's beautiful. You guys can see it okay on the stream, right? Is it too zoomed out? Because I can't zoom in on it. I would have to make a new screen and zoom in on it. But can you guys see it okay? Dude, 605. With your permission, I'll do it, dude. I'll get you known out there. I'm looking for chasers that want to chase for me that don't want $1 million worth of money because I'm not that rich. Okay, I appreciate it, guys. Thank you, thank you. If there's any chasers out there that want to work for me and don't want $1 million, I don't have that right now, but a lot of them do. So I don't have that money to offer right now, but eventually in the future, maybe. Now, Meg, we know how well that would work. Look at that. Oh! It's so beautiful. Allie, you're getting the storm right now. It's just to the west of you. You guys want to know something funny? I still have people commenting on my video from 1 o'clock this morning when I posted at 1 a.m. this morning when SPC updated. They're still saying, my weather apps aren't showing this as it's literally happening in real time. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy how people don't pay attention? It blows my mind every time. I feel like, yeah, I'm not joking. I have people that I had someone that just commented 2 minutes ago that said, the weather apps are showing none of this. What? What? Like, it's crazy how people pay attention to things. I'm not joking, guys. If you guys seriously take the time to look at the comment section of my videos each day, if you ever just get free and you want to laugh, it will blow your mind. My comment section on my videos are insane. It's also social media, so it's expected, but I get some wild stuff. And most of the times I just mute people and remove the comment because that's just how I am. But some of these comments are hilarious, and people try to insult me or make me feel like I'm worthless, and it's just hilarious. It blows my mind. Yeah, it's like people come into my stuff and they're just like focused on trying to insult me and make me feel like I know nothing, which I don't care about. I'm glad that you think I don't know nothing. Tell that to, once again, 98.4K people. Guys, we're 1.6 thousand followers. Sorry, 1.6 followers away, K followers from 100,000 followers, which is insane. So I appreciate you guys. We have gained 1.5K followers in 2 nights. That says a lot. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. And that means that you guys trust what we do. And it means a lot, seriously. So, and we've also gained almost 100 subs on YouTube in the last 2 days as well. So I really appreciate you guys. There are too some, that is true as well, Nolan. That is true. If you guys ever want a good laugh, just pull up my latest videos, watch them. You don't even have to watch them, just look at the comment section. I'd appreciate it if you watch it, but watch the comment section. And if you know what's crazy too, the video that I posted at 1 o'clock this morning, it is the first video in over 3 months that I've had over 100,000 views on. It's just a 1 a.m. morning update. It's a 6-minute video talking about what's going to happen. I do that all the time. I do these videos all the time. And for whatever reason, I talk about a potential derecho in Iowa and Minnesota, and it gets 130,000 views, and all of the comments are just absolutely horrific. They're awful. They're awful. I don't get it. Yeah, exactly. Like I said, we'll have, you know what, guys? One of these days, I keep saying we're going to do this. One of these days when we have a week of no weather, where there's just nothing happening, which, God forbid that day ever gets here. I wouldn't know what to talk about. But I do want to bring a couple, and I've got some friends that are meteorologists, that are degree meteorologists. I would love to bring up here and have a big weather live stream on the idea that we control the weather, because everybody thinks we control the weather. It blows my mind. There are people in this world that think we control hurricanes, for crying out loud. Like, that's a whole thing that's ongoing in the weather world right now. And for any of you guys that are in school for meteorology, that are any of that, you guys know what the real deal is. Like, that's not a thing. Like I said, cloud seeding is the only thing. We don't have as much technology as we have in the world, guys. We don't have the technology to do that stuff. I'm sorry if you believe that. I'm sorry to burst your bubble. But I would love to bring some meteorologists in here to have that conversation, because what's crazy about our weather world right now. It's just people believe everything they hear. People believe everything they see. If something crazy happens that doesn't happen very often, like the Texas flooding, where we get mass casualty events, or we get a tornado outbreak, everybody thinks it's something. If it's not sunny one day, or if it rains a little bit somewhere that's not supposed to see it, it is the end of the world. And yes, we are living in a time where natural disasters are happening a lot. Yes, the earth is warming, whatever you want to say on that, but it's wild. It's wild. These events, guys, have been happening for decades and centuries. We can trace tornado outbreaks and hurricanes all the way back to the 1800s and the 1700s. So it's not unnormal. We go through up and downs, times where we see uptrends, we see downtrends. Right now, we're in a big season, we're in a big, uptrend for severe weather, because we are dealing with what's called a warm NPO. That's our major Julian oscillation that is up in the Pacific, or the up northwestern Pacific Ocean, up near the Arctic. That's allowing for our jet streams to continue to. There's our shelf cloud, guys. There it is. To allow for these severe weather seasons to be so brutal in the springtime and in the fall months. So there's always a weather explanation. People just don't want to listen to it. And my job is to preach that and to teach. If there's, I don't have the answer, I've got friends that have the answer. Most of the times I'll have the answer, because I study this stuff literally 24 hours a day, 24/7. That, and I'm in school for it. So beautiful, beautiful shelf cloud, guys. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that shelfie coming in. But I'm not trying to say people can't have their opinion. You guys are allowed to have your own opinion. That is you. But when somebody comes at me and says, "Oh my God, we're getting a tornado outbreak, we're getting a hurricane, we're getting flash flooding, it's cloud seeding, it's weather modification," people just don't look. It's just crazy. It just blows my mind. So one of these days, I'm going to have a live stream where I bring up a couple Mets, a couple storm chasers. I'm close with Edgar O'Neill, if you guys know who that is. He used to chase with Reed. I'm friends with Jordan Hall. He's a great storm chaser for Team Dominator. I've got a lot of really close friends that I can get a hold of, and we can have a whole breakdown on it one day, because sometimes it needs to be said. That's all I'm going to say. So crazy, crazy stuff. You guys coming over to Connor finally get off? You guys are coming over from Connor stream. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are watching a beautiful shelf cloud moving over Rochester, Minnesota. So I appreciate you guys for joining in. You guys see that little white puffy cloud here. It's going to move pretty quickly, but that is it. Welcome in, guys, from Connor's stream. I know he's ready to go full-time with weather so he can stream all night. I know he is. Such a beautiful... Yeah, look at that, guys. Look at that shelfie. Look at that. I know I'm drawing. I'm sorry, but it's beautiful. This camera, guys, is about to get obliterated. This road is about to look like a whole different scene in about 10 minutes. You guys can even see, so you got the shelf cloud moving through here. That's what we saw when we were outside a little bit ago watching our storm come in. Shelf cloud in front here. That's basically rain-cooled air, moisture coming out from all of this wind pushing it out of the thunderstorm. It produces that water vapor in front of the, basically a storm, and then you get that shelf cloud that develops. So I'll go into more definition on it another day, but look at the back there. It is just white. Downpours coming. It's about to get real entertaining here in just a few minutes. All of these people are about to be pulling off on the side of the road. Like, if I was driving in this situation, I would be trying to find somewhere to go, because this looks like an apocalypse coming, but it's not. So sirens will go off, guys, for wind. They will do that now these days. It's more of a thing that they do. That way people take the wind threat seriously. So I'm surprised if there's not soundings or sirens already going off in Rochester, being as though it's a populated city. But you guys can see this looks pretty scary coming here. Oh, I see the purge siren. I love it. I love it. Oh, the camera stopped. Shucks. Hold on. I gotta fix it. It always does that. There it is. Looks ominous. I had to pull her today because the rain and wind. Yeah, I do too, dude. I don't like. I will watch these events, but I will not drive into them. It's just the traffic cameras. They do it. It stops. I guess because it's wanting to see how much you watch or not. I don't know. It's weird. Can I please show radar? I can show radar for a second. Yeah. So this is our line of storms coming. Still at 70-mile-per-hour winds. So we have 70-mile-per-hour winds from Eau Claire all the way down here through Wabasha, down towards Lake City. 70-mile-per-hour winds. Rochester, you're getting this now. And then we do have still some 80-mile-per-hour winds and 70-mile-per-hour winds from Fort Dodge. So this is moving pretty long. Mason City, you'll get your warning here next. But right now, these are only producing about 60 to 70-mile-per-hour winds again. So we are starting to see a little bit of a weakening on that southern end. So just destructive winds on the northern side of Iowa right now here headed towards Mason City. So we'll keep you guys updated. But I do think we're going to see something pretty interesting happen as well. Potentially both of these lines of storms will meet up. But the good news is, guys, I will say this. We are starting to work our way slowly closer to maybe a weakening trend. We'll see how this progresses in the next hour here, but I do think as this crosses into Wisconsin here in the next 2 hours, 2 to 3 hours here, we'll see the weakening trend happen. So that watch, when they issue severe thunderstorm watches, they also issue them for a good amount of time, but they'll typically start to drop watches. Look at that. They'll start to drop watches behind once the storm system comes through. So if you've already seen storms, you're pretty much done for the night. But 60 to 80-mile-per-hour winds is still significant. It can cause damage. Whoa! This camera is moving. I guess the gust front just hit the camera. You can see it wobbling now. And I'm pretty sure that was a lightning strike back over there. I don't know what that was. We might see some power flashes here too in a minute. This camera is wobbling. It just hit the gust front. You guys, when you get that shelf cloud that comes through, you get that big old rush of wind. Just hit the gust front. That's how you can tell. Not a tornado, just wind. Just wind. This thing is moving. I will be shocked if we don't lose this camera. If this camera can survive 70-plus-mile-an-hour winds, this is an amazing camera here on 52. Yeah, if you're in Rochester, sirens will be going for the wind threat. Dude, this thing is moving. Dude, it is rocking and rolling. It's moving about 60 miles per hour pretty quickly. If you guys remember, we had a situation last year during hurricane season where we watched a camera fly out of a bush. We did down in Florida. During Helene, we had a camera fall out of a bush. It was quite interesting. Yeah, I'm starting to see the cars stop. Yeah, look at that. It is so ominous. I think I would rather watch one of these events happen during the nighttime just because you get the lightning show with everything. But also would still prefer seeing it during the daytime. I've witnessed a trampoline caught in a power. That's insane. I'm trying to talk Rochelle into let me get a trampoline for the backyard, but probably wouldn't be good because I don't know where you would tie it down at. She's also probably watching, so she'll probably say no to that. But anyways, I tried. It's not any better during the day. I would like to see it during the nighttime, though. Power's out in Dodge City. Okay. I'll take a look at that chart here in just a second once we get this through here. You should be almost done, Brandy, if that's the case. We're going to see some power flashes. We will see it. If this camera survives, we will probably have a good amount of power outages here. So just be mindful. Just be mindful, guys. It's going to get a little chaotic here on this camera here in a minute. If you have PTSD from watching cameras, please leave now. That's okay. Oh, it's gorgeous. I love this. It's beautiful. There are no cars on the road, barely. So you got people coming off the off-ramp, but I wonder if people are going to start pulling off. I would not want to drive into this. I don't know why people are driving into this. I bet this person doesn't check their weather app, this person doesn't, this person doesn't, and this person doesn't. This person probably just ran for their life because they're scared. I love calling people out on cameras. It's so much fun. So Mezzo Matt would be probably just sitting in the grass right over here. We're going to do another stick figure draw. I would be right here on top of the sign sitting. That would be me holding a camera saying, look, I don't know what this is, but it's a tornado or a wind event. That would be me. It looks like I'm holding a knife. Let's not actually draw that. That's not horrible drawing. Anyways, you guys get the gist. Dude, I honestly do want a trampoline. I'm not going to lie. We got 2 kiddos too, but Rochelle probably wouldn't like that. I would be standing on top of that sign right there. I would be. That would be me. I'm just going to leave that there. You guys we can watch this together. Guys, I weigh 120 pounds. I would get yeeted in a 90-mile-per-hour wind gust. I would be gone. I would be probably in another county. I'm very, very light. I'm a twig. Petition to get... If y'all were to get me a trampoline, that'd be wild. I would love a trampoline. Y'all got to talk to Ro, though. Ro is the one. I don't know if she's watching the stream. She may be asleep. I don't know if she's watching the stream, but she would be the one you'd have to convince because it's her house. It's not mine, so... That's not bad, Justin. That's right around me. I am 5'6", almost 5'7". If sirens going off in Rochester, yep, they'll continue to go off. They will until the warning expires. I think that's your shelf cloud right there. So what we were seeing a minute ago was 9. That's your shelf cloud right there. That would be it. You can see it moving over. Starting to see some raindrops. Oh, let's refresh. Oh. Hold on. All right, we're still here. We're good. Oh, I would be. I almost got struck by lightning tonight, guys. That's how close it was. That lightning strike that we saw on my stream earlier was wild. Oh, that poor semi truck is going to drive right into that, and they have probably no idea what's going on. Yeah, it's taking some time to get there. Am I going to be on all night? We'll be on here till most of the threat is over with. So if that's 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning, I'll be here. I don't have any plans for tomorrow, at least as of right now. We have a new severe thunderstorm warning for 60-mile-per-hour winds for Stewartville and St. Charles. So this is getting ready to come right into Rochester here. It's right on that traffic camera almost. Let me go back to it so we don't miss this. I want you guys to see this in full swing. I've actually not had any Alani's today, Carissa. I've just been drinking water and tea. I haven't had any today. I am on straight adrenaline at this point. I've not had any caffeinated drinks today. I have a bunch of them. Here's the problem, guys. I won't open an energy drink this late at night because when I end up getting off here, if I'm in that mode and I won't sleep, and then I'll have a headache all day tomorrow. So I have to be careful with that. So I just power through it. I have a feeling we'll end up getting off here in the next 2 or 3 hours because this will start to weaken probably. So if we're on here till about 3 or 4, it's not the end of the world. I am from Western Kentucky, right? That's where I'm at now, but I'm actually from Asheville, North Carolina. I lived in Asheville, North Carolina. If you guys know where Asheville is, Western North Carolina in the mountains, that is where Helene basically destroyed my whole entire life last year. It destroyed my hometown. It destroyed and had one of the most fatal events that I've ever seen in my life happen. So yeah, I'm from Asheville, North Carolina, the beautiful mountains, lived there for 22 years, went to high school there, worked on my jobs there, moved up here to Western Kentucky with my significant other. And now I am a stepdad to 2 beautiful kids, a 2-year-old and a 7-year-old. And, I don't know what Ro wants to title me as. She's got a lot of names for me, but, I think I'm pretty good to her. So Oh, here it comes, guys. Here it comes. You can see the wall of rain. It is upon us. Lainey, you're not allowed. Oh, the water droplets are picking up here. These poor people. Dude, this dude's about to get just destroyed. Oh, bye, dude. Goodbye. You're getting ready to get in the Foreverlands. Not the water droplets. Nope, 70-mile-per-hour winds in Winona. All these poor people. All of these people. Please run for your lives. All these poor people. Oh, these poor people going into it. Why are there so many people driving at 11 o'clock at night? This is 70, Lainey. It's not too bad. Q Center. Ooh, that's not fun. Here goes the we hopefully will keep this.
A new PDS severe thunderstorm warning has been issued.
All right, that's going to be for Iowa. I'll get to that here in just a second. That's an extension toward Mason City, I believe. I know, I'm not from Minnesota, guys. I barely watch. Dude, look at the wind. You can see it whipping here. We'll start to see the wind really pick up when it kind of starts blowing sideways. I know, I'm pulling for the cam too. Oh, look at the wind. Look at this. It is just ripping this direction. Oh, this poor camera is going through so much right now. How do these people see? This poor dude on the off ramp, you can't even see him anymore. He's gone. They're just disappearing into the clouds. Y'all, wait till we get a landfalling tropical system and we've got cameras to watch in the Gulf. That's even more fun. We watch so many cameras that are attached to buoys out on the waters or that are attached to bushes inland into like Florida and some of these weird areas. And you'll see those cameras just get yeeted. You'll just see it fly and then it's gone. I'm telling you guys, it's when we get a landfalling tropical system, if it does happen this year, you'll see it happen. Hopefully that's not the case, but this is wild. The camera's almost vaporized. Whoa, that's a lot of lightning. It's almost like vaporized here. I will be surprised if this holds through. Yeah, I saw the big semi go through too. I did see that. Yep. These people got skin driving in this. Mesomat would be gone. I'd be gone. Someone said no, our taxes are flying away. Yeah, a lot of these cameras, though, especially in Minnesota, I'm excited, guys. So when we cover, like, winter weather in Minnesota this year, we'll get to see all the people that get stuck and see all the accidents. It'll be great. Not the accidents part, but seeing how crazy people drive on roads will be fun to watch. We'll be people watching. We're going to start, I think once winter gets here, I was thinking about this yesterday, we're going to start doing morning live streams where we start to get, like, into, like, November and December, where we get on here and we start watching just cameras, even if there's not a lot of weather going on. If it's, like, a frosty, icy morning and you got roads that are covered or bridges that are covered, we're just going to get on here and watch some, we'll just get on here and watch some people drive. That was lowered a little differently there. Well, this camera's in Rochester, guys, so big old wind event ripping through here. This winter should be a La Nina, which will be interesting because it does promote cooler temperatures down through Texas and along the Gulf Coast. So if you didn't get snow last year along the Gulf Coast, just saying. It also promotes nor'easters as well. Just saying. It'll be interesting this winter. It promotes warmer temps up in the Midwest and the plains and promotes cooler temperatures from Texas along the Gulf Coast and back up along the East Coast. So the chances of getting those nor'easters, those bomb cyclones up into the Northeast will be more higher. But we'll take a look at all that in the future here. We can still got a while. I don't want to think about winter yet. As much as I love waking up to a pumpkin spice latte with 20-degree temperatures and freezing cold temperatures inside of a car, I will wait for that a little bit longer. Yeah, I'll be interested, Abraham, on how that transition works next year as well. Oh, did we? Oh, we didn't lose it. Hold on. Hold on. Oh, it's still here. We're good. It's still here. Yeah, it's not like sustained winds of 60 or 70. It's mostly winds of about, it's wind gusts 60 to 70. So it may look crazy. That's because there's wind, there's rain, there's lightning, there's all the components that make this look like a scary nightmare. But in reality, the peak wind gusts here will be about 60, 70. It's not sustained the whole time. Oh, that's not good, Lisa. Somebody remember this camera. US 52 southbound on 2nd Street Southwest MP 55. If anybody can remember that, I'll give someone a gold cookie. Or chocolate cookie. I'll have to screenshot this camera so we can come back to it. Yeah, I'm starting to see some of those lights go out. There's going to be power outages for sure on this. I think we're kind of in worst case with it right now. This is intense. It's just the 511 travel DOT. It's public. You can look at it yourself if you want to. This is Rochester, guys. Rochester, Minnesota. Jeez Louise. Oh, I appreciate it, Conbar. Conbar, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you guys. You guys are awesome. Jeez Louise. All right. Let me take a look at what this looks like really, really quickly here. Yeah, there's definitely some power outages. Geez, Rochester, you're almost through the worst of it here. We did get an upgrade to 70 again for St. Charles, Winona moving into, so this is going to be crossing into Wisconsin here pretty soon. We do still also have that 1 PDS destructive wind warning for what's left on this storm, and this actually looks to be potentially on a weakening track. So we may start to see this line of storms hopefully weaken. You guys can start to see the merging happening here. We're going to have one full line of storms that should be going kind of southeast here. So this may head towards, western Wisconsin here, central Wisconsin, Illinois, and central portions of Iowa. The good news is I'm not seeing, other than a little bit of an outflow boundary with some 60-mile-per-hour winds, Des Moines, you guys should pretty much be good in this area. I don't see too much for Ames, Marshalltown, or Des Moines right now. I think you guys are going to be okay tonight. So that's some positivity. I'm being serious. I'm not going to ever joke with you guys. You guys know that. The biggest warning is that one for Forest City and Garner and Mason City headed that direction, but we're almost out of that moderate risk too. Let me take a look at, see if we've got any updates on anything. Take a look at SPC here. Let's look at our thermos. Yeah, so still got a pretty decent amount of instability. The northern portion up in Wisconsin should start to weaken. Yeah, so this will continue through Iowa tonight. And then about 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, we should be watching this thing collapse. It'll be out of here by early tomorrow morning. It's pretty much nothing. Now, here's the big thing. Briefly, guys, let me give you an overrun. We do have severe weather forecasted tomorrow again for the plains. Let me scoot down here just a little bit further to the south. We'll have a little bit of a chance for severe weather tomorrow. Some thunderstorms get going. We could see another little wind event in Iowa tomorrow. Shouldn't be anything to this magnitude, but we should see another chance at some damaging winds. This is going to mostly be 60 to 70. So we can see another event taking place tomorrow. So if you're in Nebraska, Iowa tomorrow, we're going to do it all over again, but it's not going to be to the extreme measures of what today was. And then this will shove east, and we'll get storms in the lower Ohio Valley on Wednesday. So I don't expect too much in terms of significance here other than today. So we shouldn't have to do any severe weather coverage tomorrow. We should be done with severe weather coverage for the next couple of days. I don't see too much of an issue. So here's tomorrow's risk zone. You get that slight risk and marginal risk from Montana back down through Nebraska and South Dakota here. I won't go too much into this real quick, but really not looking at a tornado threat tomorrow. It's very low. Wind threats at 15 and 5 and hail threats. So big downtrend for tomorrow, which is good. We like to see that. I have not looked at global patterns yet. I didn't look at the 18Z either. Yeah, I'm not seeing too much right now. So when I talked to you guys about our setup, right, this is our setup for tonight. This is what's happening. We got a high pressure down here, huge heat dome building across portions of the central and southern plains. You got a trough over top. You guys can see this west to east motion here. This is what's causing that big setup tonight. So anytime you get a ridge and a trough over top of that ridge, you're going to have west to east jet stream flow, and that helps materialize a damaging wind threat more than a tornado threat. Today was a little bit of an exception because we had outflow boundaries that were left behind from this morning and last night's storms that allowed that tornado threat to really get going today. So ultimately, this pattern will shift, guys, and I'm going to tell you right now, after we get through Wednesday and Thursday, we are about to have a whole new weather pattern that is going to set up going into the weekend. We are talking below average temperatures for much of the Ohio Valley and the Northeast. So if you're in this area here, you'll see about 10 degrees, maybe 15 degree below average temps. We're going to have a new ridge that's going to set up, allowing for a heat wave back over here into Texas, into the Four Corners. We'll see some troughing over top of that ridge here, so something we're watching for as well going into the weekend here. And then we should see some severe weather return next week. What that's going to look like is very low in severe weather as of right now. We could see little spurts of severe weather, but I want you guys to understand that zonal to meridional flow is going to help keep that cooler air locked in for a good couple of days, maybe even a week or two, along the Ohio Valley and the Northeast. So if you're in the Ohio Valley, including myself in the Northeast, relief is on the way. And then we start to get into another active pattern where we may start to see some bigger troughing setup. This is way far out in advance. We'll continue to watch hurricane season. The Pacific Ocean is doing some wild things this year, but I think we start to enter that second fall severe weather season. This is something we're going to watch, and we should start to see more severe weather again for the plains and the Midwest return as we go into the month of August. So that's something I'm watching. I don't see any major heat waves right now. It's still going to be hot 80s and 90s for some people, but I don't see anything in the future like we've had over the last couple of days. So if we can just get through today, or get through Tuesday, get through Wednesday, get through Thursday and Friday, we should start to see that relief settled in for most people. So just a couple more days here, we'll start to see that weather pattern change. And reality, we're not going to have a lot of stuff to talk about after tonight. So other than some scattered severe weather days across, the Midwest, the plains, and the Ohio Valley. So I don't think I'm going to have to do any weather coverage for the rest of the week. We'll have weather updates each day. I'll do live streams each day just to kind of get on here and talk to you guys. And I'll have weather update videos every single day, but we shouldn't have to do anything like today for a good amount of time again, unless a tropical system sets up or something. It'll be exciting. I'm excited. And it's even great, guys, if I've got any NFL fans in here, the NFL preseason starts on Thursday, this Thursday. We've got the Chargers playing the... Who is it they play? Oh, shucks. Who is it? I'm losing my mind. But anyways, first NFL preseason game is on Thursday. So NFL will be getting here, regular season to start. I'm a huge NFL fan, so I watch football like crazy, which is exciting. And if I've got any WWE fans in here, SummerSlam is this weekend, so I'll be watching wrestling and football this weekend, which I'm super excited for. So I'll have an off weekend this weekend. So I appreciate you guys. It's been a fun day. I enjoy getting on here and doing weather coverage. I don't like when these natural disasters happen, but I do like covering it for you guys, which is always good. So, looks like we're going to see this develop into one line of storms. That's what we're seeing here. And eventually this will start to weaken as it approaches southeastward. So, that is always good to hear. No tornado warnings, guys. We've actually been tornado warn free for about an hour now. Mostly just looking at damaging winds right now. Oh, Lainey. Oh, Lainey May. All right, let's look at Minnesota power outages. Got a couple counties here. Steele County has the most power outages, almost at 90% here with 1,365 out of 2,000. Most of the counties in and around the Minneapolis metro area and south have power outages, so we'll keep you guys updated on that there. Let me shift back. Yeah, Iowa's got some pretty good power outages. You can see where those winds are going to be coming through here. I mean, we've got a good 12,000 people without power in northwestern Iowa right now, so it's definitely cranking. Except me, we're on a different grid. Well, there you go, Brandy. It's always a good thing to have. Love that. I will say this. If NWS goes back and plots all of these damage assessments and we get enough wind reports, we could get this classified. I think it's a very small chance right now. We'll see what happens. We could get this classified as a potential derecho if it meets the criteria. So I think it has to cover 6. Hold on a minute. I saved a post. I gotta find it. A Dorito. Hold on, we're gonna find this. Okay, so yeah, so what it basically has to do is it's a straight line wind event, blah, 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 blah. It has to extend over 240 miles wide from top to bottom. And it has to include at least 58 mile an hour wind gust or greater over most of its length of time, over about a 3 to 4 hour period. So if we were to measure, I'm just curious here. We might get an official, guys. This might actually go down as a derecho potentially. This covers 300 miles wide from top to start, or from top to bottom right now. If this were to continue for the next 3 or 4 hours, which it could, we might get that classification. So even though this event started later than anticipated, which is always good, we might make that criteria. It's definitely possible. So we'll see what the National Weather Service does tomorrow. So for anybody that comments on my video that says it did not happen, I'm going to look at them and be like, oh, gosh, it didn't happen. What? It did happen. Literally. I think we need a Dorito sticker. I can make one. I can put one in there. So this will be interesting. Very, very interesting. That is true too. Yeah, the MSP stations do need to get the reports in. I think that's very possible. I do. Looks like Des Moines might get lucky tonight too, so that's always good. Massive damage in Hartley, Iowa. Just helping. Oh, I appreciate you, Jacob. Yeah, there's gonna be lots of damage from the wind. It's been a wild day today. Even though this event started later, it's been a wild evening. Definitely for sure. I'm glad we got back on here and covered, and I didn't say, hey, I'm going to get off for the night because you guys needed this coverage, because I'm pretty sure there's not a lot of other people on. Excuse me. Oh yeah, guys, I'm telling you, you will see in my comment section, I could be live. I'm live right now. These people that are commenting on my videos from this morning throughout the day today, know that I'm live or see that I'm live, it's because it glows my thing, could literally come in here and see me doing live weather coverage, but they're still going to put in the comment section that my stuff is fake and that I lie about the weather, which is wild. So, you know what I do? I typically just go through and I take the time out of the day and I have fun muting and blocking people because I never want to see them again on my channel. So, that's fine with me. I don't care to do it. But it's wild to me. They literally have the option to click in and watch the stream, and they don't do that. So, I think the video that I posted this morning is the most views I've ever had on a video. It's 130,000. It's always like, why does the weather app not show something? Hold on, I'm just reading some of these comments. Someone said, this is so strange. What is so strange about this? I'm trying to like take into context like what people mean when they comment on my videos, now that I really think about it. Someone said, I was in the 2020 Iowa Derecho. Here we go again. No, you can't compare the same weather events. Like, that's not how that works either. No weather events are ever alike. It's like, what? It's like, here we go again. Like, this is what, here, listen to this comment, guys. Listen to this one. Someone says, something came through early in Omaha this morning. This was like early this morning, which was a less, it wasn't even a line of storms. It was warm this morning in Omaha. It was less than 60-mile-per-hour winds. It said it ripped down my wind chimes. The sign snapped my flag. And then they said that stuff doesn't even happen even during blizzards. This is not normal. What? Like, I don't get it. I just don't understand what people comprehend when they look at a weather forecast video. Like, listen to this. Someone said something came through. Something came through early in Omaha this morning. It ripped down my wind chimes, a sign, and snapped my flag in half. This doesn't happen enough, or this doesn't happen even more. This stuff doesn't even happen even during blizzards. Even I can't even read this person's wording, but it's awful. Anyways, you get the point. It's wild. And then people are just like spamming in this morning's video. They're like, double it and pass it on. Like, what? I'm not. I haven't paid attention to a lot of these today. I've got over 300 comments on my video from this morning. And I'm just like, wait, what? And then someone posted this 3 hours ago. And this is what I think is wild. I don't know where this person is at in Iowa, but they said it's 8:36 p.m. in Iowa and nothing. Question mark. Are you in northern Iowa? Would you like to revise your comment? I'm having fun with this, guys. I'm sorry. We're just watching storms here this morning. Or this afternoon, this evening, whatever you want to call it at this point. Like, I really, like, I'm tempted. I'm really tempted. I don't know how well it would go, but I really want to start bringing up people in the stream that just think I'm a horrible person and I don't know what I'm talking about and see what they have to say. Like, I'm just so curious in the future. I want to do it in the future at some point. I'll probably have Rochelle in here with me. But I'm just curious to see. It's like a roasting session. I'm curious. Has it been weakening? It's starting to. It's starting to. Jesus. Okay. The cameras that are in southern Minnesota are gonna start to. Ooh, this thing's falling apart. We're starting to watch this thing fall apart, which is good. I like what I'm seeing. Yeah, but you can't. Here's the thing: when you face negativity and you face people that are buttholes, you can't quit what you're doing. I've faced so much, guys. I've been through so much bullcrap in the last 3 years on social media. Like people, like I don't. Like I said, clearly I talk to storm chasers, I talk to Mets out there. I'm friends with a lot of people, but I don't have bad blood with anybody, and I would never cause bad blood. I've got more important things to do than cause drama with people on social media. Like that's just not my thing. And it's crazy that people will just come in here knowing that I'm trying to help other people, save people's lives, give people weather information, and they still come in here and they attempt to ruin that. And I'm like, oh, well, that's great. You can, try all you want, but it's not going to work. It's not going to hurt my feelings. I don't care. I don't care at all. I'll talk about it because it's funny, but I don't care. Someone could come in and say, I don't know what I'm talking about, and I'm never going to be agreed, or some crap like that, which has happened before. Or that here, I get this a lot. I'm a wannabe meteorologist. You're right. I am a wannabe meteorologist. I'm almost done with my degree, actually. So let's reroute that. It's just crazy to me. But yeah, that's very true though too. I have a lot more love than hate. Absolutely 100%. We almost have 100K on here, which is crazy. And all of my subbies on YouTube as well. I appreciate you guys. You guys are awesome. You guys are so awesome. We grow so much every single day on this channel as well as over on YouTube. And another thing too, we gain so much support. It's just amazing. I love you guys. I do. We may not have hundreds of thousands of followers and millions of people yet, but the people that are here throughout this is what matters. So I love you guys and appreciate you guys. There will never be a time where I get on here and don't give you guys my best. Never gonna not happen. So if I can be more accurate than a news station, that says something. So all right, let's see what we're working with here. Alrighty, y'all. We'll continue to watch this for just a little bit longer. I think we're going to start to see this line of storms weaken as it kind of pushes into each other. I don't even think we're getting 80-mile-per-hour winds anymore out of that destructive warning. Yeah, no, that's true, guys. It's almost midnight here, Central Time. We've been live since 1 o'clock this afternoon, technically, today. So we've been on for 11 hours today covering. Besides taking a break and watching Mesomat get eaten by red fire ants in the grass and watch a lightning strike almost hit me today. That was pretty fun. Is it going to be destructive? No. I think this is going to start to lose its steam as it gets closer to Wisconsin and Illinois. We're almost through the state of Iowa here. There's not going to be much down here in southern Iowa. It's a very weakening squall line. The only intense portions of this line are up into Mason City here and down towards Rochester. And these two are actually about to smacky smack and hopefully clash each other out. So we'll see. That's wild, Laney. Oh yeah, so I fell into a pot of ants, or a whole nest of ants last week when I was mowing the grass. No, it wasn't ants, it was bees. I fell into a whole swarm of sweat bees, which was not fun when I was mowing last weekend. And then today I stepped into a pond of fire ants, I guess is the word I'll use. That is my exact face today when I had that happen, Lainey. Ken, if you are in Hampton, what is it, Hampton, Minnesota or Iowa? Is it Minnesota or is it? It's Minnesota, I'm guessing. Oh, Hampton, Iowa. My bad. You're actually in that 70 mile severe thunderstorm warning. So Hampton's getting ready to get the wind. You guys are right on that severe thunderstorm warning there. So get ready for 70-mile-per-hour winds in the next 15 to 20 minutes. It's going to be windy out there, guys. That's for sure. This will continue to progress eastward here. But we're starting, like I said, to see a pretty decent weakening here with our storm complex. So Hold on, guys. Oh, let me fix this here. Hold on. Dude, I'm getting to that point, guys. I am trying to hold on right now. I'm usually asleep already by now. All right, guys, let me go take care of our kiddo real quick. I'll be right back. guys, I'm back here. All right, it looks to be we're gonna get our line to re-merge here. So got some 70-mile-per-hour winds for La Crosse, Wisconsin. We're almost outside of our major risk zones here, guys. Okay. Rotation popping up near Forest City. Let's see. I think that's where that Torpos warning is still at here. Yeah, a little bit of spin here in Forest City. A little rotation on that storm. Having a weird radar hole too, so it's gonna look a little weird. Hopefully, once this starts to weaken here over the next little bit, we'll be able to maybe get off stream early, guys. I'm at that point. Mesomat is exhausted. It has been go, go, go for almost 24 hours, it feels like. I think we're going to be watching this pretty much fall apart. If you're out here in like Waterloo, Marshalltown still, still could see some 60 to 70 mile per hour winds out in front of this here, but this will continue to weaken as it progresses eastward, I think. West Bend, yeah, she'd almost be done. Yep. I'm tired, guys. I'm at that point. It's about to be midnight. I've been up since 6:30 this morning looking at weather models. I've done nothing but stare at this computer all day today. It's been a good 18 hours of staring at this computer. When I look at the computer all day like this, I typically get a headache and I start to get tired. So. Shouldn't be another round, Brandy. No. Yeah, there shouldn't be another round. Yeah, this is from earlier, so we'll see these storms move through. They're going to weaken by 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. It'll be moving into Illinois and it falls apart. There'll be some storms tomorrow morning, potentially, but these are going to be mostly sub-severe. Not expecting much. Going to move out of here. I think the worst of our event is pretty much about done with for tonight, other than the wind that's still out there. Stay on until midnight. I can stay here for just a little bit longer. So I just say I appreciate you guys. So if you're in Waterloo, Cedar Rapids, Marshalltown, Dubuque, you guys just heads up here. Like I said, 60 to 70 mile per hour winds mostly. Could see an embedded 80, but I don't think it's going to be anything like we were seeing earlier. That's my job, guys, is to give y'all some type of comfort. If I can do that, it makes me feel good. So I'll take it. We appreciate y'all. I'll have a forecast video out for you guys tomorrow talking about the rest of the week. So. What weather app do you use? So funny story, guys. I don't use a weather app. I just use radar. I look at models. I use models to figure out my timing for events, myself included. I don't really have a weather app. I have them all pretty much off my phone, other than like my radar and all the weather like radar apps. Also, Daily Ann, thank you for the 97th sub. I appreciate you for becoming a sub. Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. I have something for that. Let's go. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you for the sub. As always. Whoop woo. Lainey, you did. I'm pretty sure I did that for you. I just added that not too long ago. Don't forget, guys, to make sure you sub to my YouTube channel because we will be moving all of my live streams over there in March 1st of 2026 next year. Wow, Lainey. Since when did that become a thing? I started it a little bit ago. I've had the button here. I just always forget to do it. I'm going to get one. I'm going to work on some stuff, Justin, next week when we kind of have an off week. YouTube channel's the same thing. It's Mesomat. Yep, it's all the same thing. All the same things. Do I think there'll be any more tornadoes? It's possible. Probably unlikely, though. Southeast Kentucky is going to be okay. I'm not expecting anything for you guys. Yeah. Is everybody in chat okay if I get off for the night? Are you guys going to be okay? Y'all should mostly be good for the rest of the night. Like I said, still going to see that corridor of potential severe wind gusts here, Marshalltown, Cedar Rapids, but it'll be 60 to 70 mile per hour winds. So I'm not expecting super, super crazy stuff. I just joined. Guys, I've been on here for a while today. It's been a day, and I think we're starting to see this slowly wind down. We'll get some severe thunderstorm warnings from Marshalltown and Waterloo next, so these will be the areas next that get warned. And then we'll have Cedar Rapids, and then after that, expect some weakening, significant weakening. But it's going to be about 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning before these storms probably get there, so it's going to be a while. Boone, Ames, Iowa, you guys are going to be okay. A little bit of wind here, 60 mile per hour winds, if anything, you should mostly be okay. So... yeah, this is going to weaken. So I think, guys, it's midnight here Central Time. I'm going to call it a night. It's 1 a.m. Eastern Time. I really appreciate you guys. 41,000 likes plus 100K plus another 30K from the other streams today. So you guys are awesome. I will have a full weather update tomorrow. I'll have a video out tomorrow morning for you guys, both on YouTube and on TikTok, as always. Might even hop on here tomorrow and do a gaming stream. I don't know yet. We might get on here and play some Outbreak tomorrow. I've really been wanting to do that. So we'll probably get on here, have some fun, hang out tomorrow, maybe cover a little bit more weather if we need to cover it. But tomorrow is Tuesday. I don't have anything going on tomorrow or Wednesday. So play. That's an option, Lainey. I'm down. I'm down for that. I need a day. I need a relaxing day, especially after long days like this. But yeah, so I appreciate my weather team beyond words. You guys crushed it today, as always. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. I appreciate all you guys as viewers, all the new subs. Thank you guys. The gifts, everything, the taps, shares, all that stuff. Katie, if you played, you can get on. So we might hop on here and do a fun stream tomorrow, guys. So I know I'm going to bed. I'm going to bed. All right, y'all. I love y'all. Be safe out there. If you're in risk zones for the rest of the night here, stay safe. Have alerts on. And I will see everybody. Heck yeah, we'll get on tomorrow and play. We're going to get on and play some COD tomorrow. We'll do that. Other than that, guys, I love y'all. Stay safe, be weather aware, and we'll see you guys later.